Before the hum of refrigerators filled every kitchen, people still needed to keep food fresh, sometimes for months at a time. And they did it without electricity, freezers, or modern packaging. They turned to the land, to clever designs, and to simple techniques that worked for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. The truth is the old ways still work today, and whether you're living off-grid, you're preparing for SHTF, or you're just wanting a backup plan, these old world cold storage tricks can make all the difference. One of the oldest methods was using cold running water to keep food cool. Spring houses were built right over natural springs or streams. These little stone or wood buildings trapped the naturally cool air and used the running water to chill milk, butter, cheese, and even fresh meat. In a good spring house, milk could last 3 to 5 days, butter could stay firm for a week or more, and cheeses could survive much longer, even months if they were hard-aged types of cheese. Freshly butchered meat could stay good for a day or two, just long enough to get it smoked or salted properly. And you don't need a full spring to do this today. If you have access to a small, shaded creek or a cold pond, you can recreate the same idea with waterproof containers. Just put milk, butter, or sealed jars into the coldest parts of the stream bed, weighed down to stay put. Moving water does the chilling for you, and shaded spots keep temperatures low. Just remember, faster moving water is usually colder and cleaner. If you live in a more heat-prone area, like me, use cement block to create a small spring house built right over the spring or the stream. The cement block will keep everything much cooler for longer when temperatures rise. Another method was burying crocks or jars directly into the ground, especially in areas with heavy clay-rich soil. Clay holds moisture and stays cooler than regular dirt, helping maintain a steady, cool environment. People would seal butter, lard, pickled eggs, salted meats, and even dried beans into stoneware crocks and then bury them just deep enough to reach the cooler subsoil. Butter and lard stored this way could stay good for several months. Pickled items and salted meats could last well into the winter if sealed tight against moisture. And if you don't have heavy clay soil, well, you can still mimic the same effect. Just dig a pit, line it with rocks for insulation, and bury the tightly sealed container inside. Cover it with damp burlap or straw, and then dirt. Even a simple setup like this can keep temperatures 10 to 20 degrees cooler than the outside air, which is often enough to stretch food viability by weeks. Root cellars are probably the most famous old world storage trick. But not every root cellar involved digging giant underground rooms. In many places, people built simple above-ground cellars tucked against a north-facing hill, shaded by trees or earth berms. Inside, shelves held potatoes, onions, carrots, apples, cabbages, and beets. Potatoes stored this way could last 4 to 6 months. Apples, especially hardy varieties like winesap, could last 2 to 5 months if they were kept cool and checked regularly for rot. Carrots and beets often lasted until spring. You can still make a root cellar today without a backhoe. A shaded corner of a basement, a buried trash can with a tight lid and some straw for insulation, or even an old broken fridge half buried in the ground can serve the same purpose. The key is stable temperatures between 32 degrees and 50 degrees, darkness, and good airflow. Cheese had its own preservation trick. Instead of eating it fresh, people would coat cheese wheels in beeswax or submerge them in olive oil. This sealed out air and bacteria, allowing the cheese to age safely for months or even years. Hard cheeses like cheddar, Gouda, or Parmesan would be waxed, aged in cool pantries or cellars, and could last easily 6 months to a year, and often longer as they dried and hardened. Today, that's easy to recreate. Soft beeswax can be melted and brushed over blocks of cheese, creating a natural barrier. A few hours of work can turn a few pounds of cheese into a survival-ready stash without needing a fridge. Old-timers also used butter crocks filled with cold water to store butter on kitchen counters. The butter would sit submerged, sealed off from air. If the water was changed daily and kept cool, butter could easily last 2 to 4 weeks without refrigeration. And in the hottest months, spring water coolers were used to extend it even longer. Some folks dried meats or sausages and hung them in cool, breezy attics. As the meat cured and dried naturally, it became safe to store for weeks or months. Hams, bacon, and dried sausages like salami were especially popular. In dry, cool climates, a properly salted ham could last all winter hanging from a rafter. Pioneer families also buried vegetables like carrots, parsnips, and turnips right in the garden bed. They covered them with heavy straw, leaves, and dirt, and then dug them up as needed all through the winter. It wasn't unusual for these buried root vegetables to stay viable for 3 to 4 months without any building, wiring, or cooling system at all. Another almost forgotten trick: using underground wells as cold pantries. A bucket of eggs, butter, or sealed jars could be lowered a few feet down the well where the air stayed cool year-round. Wells typically stayed around 50 degrees or colder, enough to keep perishables fresh for days or even weeks, depending on the item. Even water itself was used creatively. Some people would sink sealed milk jugs into shallow ponds during cold months, turning them into makeshift refrigerators. In winter, even a bucket left partially buried in snow could hold root vegetables or meat safely for days at a time. And the best part? Every one of these methods still works today, and most don't require any expensive tools, just a little common sense, a little muscle, and a willingness to work with the land instead of against it. In a world where the grid isn't guaranteed and modern conveniences can fail overnight, knowing these old world tricks can turn a hard situation into a survivable one. Because real survival isn't just about having the gadgets. It's about remembering what people already knew long before electricity came along and making sure that knowledge doesn't get lost again.